Let's talk about the heart of naval power, the aircraft carrier. Picture a floating city with a runway, bristling with technology and muscle. But even a 100,000-ton ship is just a target without its fighter jets. These jets are the carrier's sword and shield, launched off a deck in seconds, then landing on a moving patch of steel in the middle of the ocean. It's one of the toughest jobs in aviation, demanding both elite pilots and specialized planes. The jets form a protective bubble around the fleet, intercepting threats long before they reach the ships. They're the reason the carrier exists. Without them, it's just a slow-moving bullseye. These aircraft can fly hundreds of miles, see beyond the horizon, and strike or defend as needed. When you see those dramatic takeoffs and landings, you're watching the sharp end of the spear, the muscle that gives the floating fortress its meaning. And for the last 2 decades, one jet has defined this role: the Boeing F/A-18E/F Super Hornet. It's not just a plane, it's the backbone of carrier aviation. The Super Hornet is a workhorse, a critical part of a high-stakes system that keeps the world's oceans under watch, 24/7. Its presence means the carrier isn't just a target, it's a force to be reckoned with. The Super Hornet's combination of power, versatility, and reliability makes it indispensable. Without these jets, the carrier's reach and punch would be severely limited. They're the stingers that make the floating fortress truly formidable. And that's why the Super Hornet is at the center of everything that happens on a carrier. Every tool evolves, and so did the Navy's jets. The original F/A-18 Hornet was a game-changer in the 1980s, agile, versatile, and able to fight or strike with precision. But as missions grew longer and threats changed, the Navy needed more range, payload, and endurance. The F-14 Tomcat was aging, and a new stealth jet project was canceled, leaving a gap. Enter the Super Hornet, not a simple upgrade, but a major redesign. Engineers stretched the fuselage for more fuel, beefed up the wings for extra weapons, and added powerful engines. The result? A jet about 25% larger, tougher, and ready for 21st century missions. It kept the Hornet's reliability and versatility, but added the muscle and staying power the Navy needed. The Super Hornet was a pragmatic solution, faster to develop, cheaper to operate, and ready to work from day one. On the outside, it looks like the old Hornet, but it's a whole new beast underneath. This jet was built to fill the gap and keep the carrier strike group at the cutting edge. It's a classic case of taking a proven design and making it even better. The Super Hornet became the Navy's go-to jet for a new era. The Super Hornet isn't about looking pretty, it's about getting the job done. Its rectangular angled engine intakes help reduce radar signature, making it harder to spot. Bigger, stronger wings mean more weapons and fuel, 11 hardpoints for maximum flexibility. It can switch from dogfighting to ground attack to refueling, all in one flight. There are 2 versions, the single-seat F/A-18E and the 2-seat F/A-18F, with a weapons systems officer in back for complex missions. The Rhino, as pilots call it, is built tough for carrier life. Massive landing gear, a huge tailhook, and folding wings for tight spaces. Every part is designed to survive the brutal, salty environment at sea. The Super Hornet's design is all about versatility and durability. It's a machine built for hard work, not for show. From the airframe to the paint, it's engineered to take a beating and keep flying. That's what makes it the carrier's ultimate workhorse. The Super Hornet is built to thrive where few other jets can. The Super Hornet's power comes from 2 General Electric F414 engines, each pumping out 22,000 pounds of thrust. With afterburners, it can break Mach 1.8, over 1,100 miles per hour. But speed isn't everything. Agility matters in a fight. Large leading-edge extensions let it turn sharply, even at slow speeds. Its fly-by-wire system keeps the jet stable and safe, letting pilots focus on the mission. The Super Hornet excels at carrier landings, with enough power and control to bring back unused bombs, saving money and resources. It's fast, nimble, and forgiving, perfect for the demanding world of carrier aviation. This jet is built to perform, no matter the challenge. The Super Hornet is a flying arsenal. Its M61 Vulcan cannon spits out 6,000 rounds a minute, a last resort weapon in a dogfight. For air combat, it carries AIM-120 AMRAAMs for long-range kills, and AIM-9X Sidewinders for close-in fights, even aiming with the pilot's helmet. On strike missions, it hauls GPS-guided JDAMs, laser-guided bombs, and long-range missiles like the Slam-ER. It can hit targets deep inside enemy territory with pinpoint accuracy. The Super Hornet can also refuel other jets in mid-air, turning every mission into a force multiplier. This tanker role extends the reach of the entire air wing. Whether fighting, striking, or supporting, the Super Hornet brings unmatched firepower and flexibility. It's not just a fighter, it's the Swiss Army knife of the carrier deck. That's why it's trusted for every mission. The Super Hornet's cockpit is a digital command center. Glass displays replace old dials, giving pilots instant access to everything they need. Its APG-79 AESA radar scans the sky in a flash, tracking multiple targets and resisting enemy jamming. Advanced targeting pods like A-18E let pilots spot and identify ground targets from miles away, day or night. Laser designators guide bombs with surgical precision, minimizing collateral damage. All this data, radar, sensors, fleet info, is fused into a single, easy-to-read display. Sensor fusion gives pilots a complete, real-time picture of the battle. The result? Faster, smarter decisions in the heat of combat. The Super Hornet's avionics are its brain, making it a step ahead of the enemy. It's not just about flying, it's about dominating the information war. That's what keeps the Super Hornet lethal and relevant. A Super Hornet's day starts before dawn on the carrier's chaotic, dangerous flight deck. Pilots brief for missions while maintainers prep the jets, fueling, arming, and checking every system. The launch is pure adrenaline. The jet is catapulted from 0 to flying speed in seconds. Once airborne, missions range from combat air patrol to deep strikes, reconnaissance, or mid-air refueling. Pilots work as a team, constantly communicating with other jets and controllers. Landing is the hardest part, lining up with a moving, pitching deck, aiming for the arresting wires. The moment wheels touch down, it's full afterburner in case the hook misses. When the hook catches, the jet stops in a heartbeat and the cycle starts again. Every launch and recovery is a test of skill and nerves. The Super Hornet thrives in this high-stakes environment. It's built for the relentless pace and danger of carrier operations. On the carrier, there's no room for error. The Super Hornet delivers every time. Life on a carrier is intense. 5,000 people packed into a floating city that never sleeps. The roar of jets, the hum of machinery, and the constant motion are part of daily life. Crews work long shifts, fueled by gallons of coffee and surprisingly good food. Personal space is scarce. Most sailors sleep in tight berths with just a curtain for privacy. Officers and pilots get a bit more room, but nobody's living in luxury. Camaraderie is built through shared hardship and teamwork. To unwind, sailors hit the gym, watch movies, or join steel beach picnics, barbecues on the flight deck. These moments of normalcy help everyone recharge for the demanding work ahead. The carrier is a city, a workplace, and a home all in one. It's tough, but the sense of purpose and community is unmatched. Everyone relies on each other to keep the mission going. The Super Hornet is just one part of this massive, coordinated effort. Life at sea is hard, but it forges bonds that last a lifetime. Today, the Super Hornet remains the backbone of the U.S. Navy's carrier air wing. It's proven itself in every major conflict since its debut, from Iraq to Syria. As new stealth fighters like the F-35C join the fleet, the Super Hornet still plays a vital role. The two jets work together. The F-35 sneaks in first, the Super Hornet brings the heavy firepower. Upgrades like the Block 3 version add more range, advanced cockpits, and better networking. The Super Hornet is built to adapt and stay relevant for decades. It's not the flashiest jet, but it's a workhorse, reliable, tough, and always ready. The story of the Super Hornet is about smart engineering and practical power. For the Navy, it's a trusted tool and a symbol of American air power. The Super Hornet will keep ruling the skies for years to come.